and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So
here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Intercepted. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score, Falcons 21, Saints nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 21-0 our score after 1.
Saints nothing.
Fielded at about the 28. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You don't know no better.
To throw again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
6-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's complete to Golden Tate. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the Falcons' 45-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you...
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
For the point after.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The first down carry for Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Jordan made the
tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
On the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. It's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 38, Saints 6. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Golden Tate. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. of the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage.
21. Mike 20.
Throwing again. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun. Ryan escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A second quarter score from down in Houston. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Play action. Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Coup now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 45, Saints 6. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
That's the end.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they're having to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They go play action now. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, and now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 85 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
From the gun, Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Ryan.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Off play action. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it, and now it's third.
Different pass, exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Tuesday. Let's go,
To throw again is Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At the 30.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
20. Second down, defense, let's go. Hey, one set. Check,
Ryan will throw again. This one caught by Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Mark 54. Got it. 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. Right there, 54.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
54.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
I got you. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, ready, blue 80, white 25, 58. Watch the run. Good stop, baby, that's a big stop. 54.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons add on. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. First down, they run with Camaras. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The Saints will line up for the 2.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ay, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle
between the Washington football team
and the Kansas City Chiefs.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Washington 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Takes over 1st and 10.